Okay, let's take a look at finding a position, and a position is simply the intersection between a line of latitude and a line of longitude. So where those two lines intersect is called a position. So when I'm looking for a position on a chart, I like to look at the longitude first because my position is going to be on the right side of the chart, maybe it'll be on the left side of the chart. We have scale of latitude on both sides of the chart. So I like to determine which side of the chart I'm going to be using before I start making any marks. So in this first problem, it says 71 degrees, 36.8 minutes west. So I find that, and it's over here on the right side of the chart, which means I can mark my latitude along the right scale of latitude. If I mark it over on the left, I'm going to have to draw a really long line or move my parallel rulers a whole bunch in order to connect those lines. So I like to look at the longitude first and then the latitude. So the longitude 7136.8, I'll go ahead and I'll make a mark. 7136, so here's 7130, here's 35, 36.8, okay, or it's 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, okay, so I make a mark right there, all right, so that I can find it later, and then I make another mark at 4119.1, so 41 degrees, 19.1, so here's 4110, 15, okay, 20, so if that's 20, then 19 is right here, and 19.1 is just 1/10 above that. So now that I've got my two marks, I simply bring those two lines together. So if you take your parallel rulers and you set them on a nearby line of latitude, okay, you always have to start on a line with the outer edge, doesn't matter which side, but one of the outer edges lined up, okay, and then simply carefully slide those parallel rulers without moving them, okay, you don't want them to move at all, okay, if you line it up, okay, I'm right on a line, then I slide them carefully down to the mark that I made, so this was 19.1, okay, draw a line. Now I don't need to draw a really long line, I can look at the mark that I made and I can determine about where to draw the line, okay, and then I do the same thing in the opposite direction. So here I'm looking for 71 degrees and 36.8 minutes, so I have a mark. I'm going to line up my parallel rule on a line of longitude, okay, you just use the nearest one, okay, and once you're on that mark, move your parallel rule in one direction or the other till you get to your mark. So here's my mark for 35, 36.8. Okay, I made a mark right there. And I could draw a long line, but I don't need to. I really just want to draw a line where those 2 points intersect, and that is a position. Now, if you marked it correctly, that first position, okay, 41 degrees, 19.1 minutes of north latitude, by longitude 71 degrees, 36.8 degrees west longitude, okay? If you mark that correctly, it should have landed you right here on the sounding that says 66. That's the depth of the water right there. So in these next few problems, we want you to plot the position and tell us what sounding that you got. All right, the very first one should have landed you on the number 66. Let's take a look at the next one. It's 41 degrees, 15.4 minutes north by 7204.8. 04.8 is on the other side of the chart, so I'm going to start by looking over there.